The man didn't panic at all when the police came to arrest him. Instead, he calmly raised both hands and surrendered. He knew this would prevent the police from using excessive force, because for him, the real game was just getting started. 10 years ago, John had a happy family. One day, two intruders suddenly broke into his home. They tied John up. When they saw his beautiful wife, they assaulted her and then murdered her. They also killed his 5-year-old daughter. The pain and despair were unbearable for John. But what came after was even worse. The justice system didn't give him any satisfaction, because in America back then, the legal system was already deeply corrupt. It had become a tool for profit in the hands of a few. Prosecutor David told John that Darby would only get a 3-year sentence because he testified against his accomplice, who would be sentenced to death. John couldn't accept this at all, but David told him he had been unconscious at the time, and even if he insisted on appealing, the court wouldn't believe his testimony. In the end, John was forced to accept the verdict. If justice couldn't be served legally, then he would have to take matters into his own hands. The day of the accomplice's execution finally arrived. He was strapped to a chair. A medical examiner inserted the 4-needle, but when the injection began, the man showed clear signs of agony. This clearly wasn't a standard lethal injection. Someone had swapped the drugs with a deadly poison. At the scene, police found the bottle of poison. On it were words that Darby had once spoken. This immediately made Darby a suspect. The police rushed to search Darby's home. Meanwhile, Darby was at home watching TV. Suddenly, a mysterious caller rang him, telling him the police were already on their way to arrest him. Following the caller's instructions, Darby fled. The caller said there was a police car waiting at an abandoned factory. Inside, the officer had already been stunned. Darby opened the door and found the officer unconscious, just as promised. He took the officer's gun and woke him up, ordering him to drive to a safe location. Once they arrived, Darby tried to kill the officer, but as the officer removed his disguise, Darby realized it was John. And the gun? It had been coated with tetrodotoxin from pufferfish. Darby could no longer control his body. What awaited him now was excruciating, drawn-out torture.